Good morning, good morning. It is 10:22, or wait, no it's not. Welcome to year 5 of daily vlogging. I was right, it's 10:22, so good morning. I have just booked my COVID test for 1:22 today, before I had to work to get there at 2:30, which is grand old time. I'm gonna leave here at 1. Right now I'm about to email everyone who I have worked with in the past, or majority of people, which I know I'll be able to find their email addresses and all of that, but some of them might be a little bit harder to find. Might have to log into my old email account to find some of them, but to email all of them and ask if they would be willing to leave a review that I can put on my website, because that will be the last page that is probably done, because it'll be kind of a work in progress. I'll add reviews as I get them, but hopefully before Tuesday I'll have a few, and hopefully before they're due on the 31st I'll have even more, or due. They want the websites by the 31st. But anyway, so yeah, and then there are a few people who were so kind as to leave a review on both my JP's Quick Reels service and also my normal Facebook page, so I'm going to reach out to those people and say, hey, would you mind if I just transfer your review to my website as well? So they'll be in both places. Okay, so the other thing I had to do was I needed to call the ortho and say, hey, could I change my appointment for tomorrow because I am no longer available because I booked a short film? And he was like, yeah, for sure, it's the same guy I've been talking to, so he's really nice. He was like, you wouldn't happen to be available today at 11:30, would you? And I was like, how long would the appointment be? So, like, approximately, because I have the COVID test at 1:22, but I was like, it'll probably only be an hour, so I should be fine. Sure enough, he was like, yeah, I'd say like 60 minutes. So I was like, oh yeah, like I'd be available. So yeah, now I'm running there, and I'm gonna leave for that in a few minutes, and that's that. So then I get my retainer fixed today, and then I run straight to the COVID test, and then I basically run straight to work. Okay, cool. So I need to pack everything up right now. I have made it to the dentist about 10 minutes early than my appointment, so I'm gonna go on inside and hope that means that they bring me back in, like, at the right time. So I did not get to do a whole ton at the house because, like, I ended up having to go, like, right then. So, anyway, but here we go. Okay, so Jacob from Dental Town kind of led me astray. Oh, hang on. I do not know what in the universe Dental Town is doing right now. They told me that my appointment was going to be at the collection, and so I went there. And then they were like, oh no, ortho's at Johns Creek today, so you have to go there. And I was like, okay, so they told me the wrong place? And I was like, okay. And so I start heading there, and then sure enough, I get like 5 minutes down the road, and they call me, and they're like, no, it is at the collection, they're upstairs today. Oh my goodness. Which, I was going to be late for the appointment, which, like, now though I can say, like, they told me to go to Johns Creek and then called me back and said, just kidding, so that's why I'm late, so it's not my fault, but thankfully, I switched my COVID test from their 1:22 slot to their 1:30 slot, so I should be done at the dentist or the ortho no later than like 12:45, so I should have plenty of time to get over there and still make it there early. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so I am out of the dentist, and I made a decision. To switch from a permanent bottom retainer to a non-permanent top and bottom retainer. Reason being, one, the non-permanents, basically I wear them at night. Top and bottom retainer was cheaper than replacing the one permanent bottom retainer, which only covers my bottom 6 teeth. And one of my top teeth was starting to shift. And so these both will keep my teeth in place. And I don't have to worry about a wire breaking and it, stabbing me in the tongue, which is nice. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, it was cheaper, and I don't have to worry about things breaking, and it's for top and bottom teeth. So yeah, usually I am not a fan. I did have a top retainer,
that I stopped wearing very early on. Thankfully, teeth have not shifted a bunch. It's just this one started to shift on top of this one. Anyway, but yes, so figure this is an investment, and even though it's gonna be a little difficult to have to get used to that, I'm literally just sleeping. It's not a big deal. I don't need to wear them when I'm not sleeping, so you know, it will just be something to get used to. So yeah, but I can get used to it. I'm an adult. Costa actually just said the other day that he is adamant about wearing his retainers. So he wears his at night. So I was like, you know what? Costa can do it. I can do it. If other people can do it, I can do it. So, yeah, anyway, so there's that. He also told me about a thing that you can buy that like every night you put it in the retainer, like both retainers, and you put it on and it whitens your teeth and also cleans the retainers at the same time. I was like, that's great. I want that. I should get that because one, it's not like my teeth aren't super white, but if I could clean them and whiten my teeth at the same time, that's what I would like to do. It is 12:33. My appointment for getting my COVID test is at 1:30, but I want to get there a little bit early. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to grab lunch here. I think I'm going to drive because I'm hungry, but I'm not super hungry. Also, where did I put my lunchbox? I bet you I left it at home. Good. Well, I know I left it at home because I didn't bring it into Dental Town. So anyway, all right, I'm going to head closer to where my testing site is. And then if I choose to grab something before, cool. If I choose not to, because I think the appointments before me were open, so they might take me in early.
So with the extra time that I have, you can already tell by the shelves behind me where I decided to walk in, and I got a book, but I still had like $6 left on the gift card that my aunt and uncle got me for my birthday, I think. So my book was only $5, and I got The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, who is one of my favorite authors. So I think I'm gonna love it.
The bookseller told me too that this and the sequel fly off their shelves. Like, she said, yeah, we'll get a shipment in, and then the day later we're like, oh, we got one in yesterday and we're out. That's it. They're gone. So very excited. Her Natural series was so good. I'm so excited. Woo, my eyes are watering a little bit from that test, but that's okay. I did just find out though. So they didn't tell me when I asked them yesterday. I don't need to have this on anymore, sorry. I did ask them yesterday if they, like, when they were like, hey, you need a test, and I was like, okay. I was like, does it need to be rapid or PCR? And they never answered my question. And so usually, I swear when I came here the last time, it was a rapid PCR test, like rapid molecular test, and I paid like $15. And I was like, okay, I guess that's what it is. And they advertise that they do rapid PCR, and so that's what I came here being like, that's what I want to do. Yeah, rapid PCR tests ready in like 30 minutes to an hour are $190, and insurance doesn't cover them. So I went with a rapid antigen test because I was like, I can't do that, and they're not reimbursing me, and they didn't answer my question asking if it, like, does it need to be rapid or does it need to be PCR, like rapid antigen or rapid PCR. So they're just gonna have to get what they're gonna get, because there is no way I would pay $190 when I'm being paid $50 for the production. It's not gonna happen. Sorry. So if they're mad about that, I mean, they didn't specify what test, so I think it's fine, but yeah, I am negative. Let's go get food.
Alrighty, so it is 6:08. I'm just finishing up at work now, and I've written like the first 3 pages of the script that I'm working on, of Blaney and I's thing, which the first scene is one of the longest ones, because there's only a few scenes that have like the dialogue in it. A lot of it's like montage based. But anyway, so the first scene took a little while. But I don't know why, Casting Networks, I'm so glad my agent emailed me and was like, hey, are you going to do the audition for Casting Networks? Which it only came in today, so it's not like they'd been waiting on my response for 2 days. But it's a quick turnaround. It's due tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., so I'm going to film it tonight. And I was like, Casting Networks didn't tell me, so thankfully my agent, so yes, I can do it. So I'm going to go home, I'm going to shoot that audition, send it in, and then continue with the script and finish it. So needless to say, I probably will not have time to work on my website tonight.
But hopefully tomorrow, if I'm waiting around on set before we start, I can work on it a bit or work on something else for the website. That audition that I just did, I had to be a zombie. I was terrible. Because the zombie, they didn't want super expressive. They didn't want noises. They didn't really want like overdone, nothing like that. Just very much just dead. So, I think I was terrible, which is okay. I'm okay with that. I don't know if I'm the zombie type. Ugh. Okay, it is 7:44. My laundry is currently in the dryer, and it's probably in there for a bit more time. I think I'm gonna go jump in the shower, take a shower, and then, sorry, it's dark over here. Take a shower, and then my laundry is 35 minutes left, which probably means like 45. So I will probably try to sit down and work a little bit more on the script, and then once that is done, I can put together my outfits. I can at least pull out my shirts though. I can do that. Just trying to like get everything done and go to bed early because I have to be up at 6:30. Also, for future me, in case I forget, I left my negative COVID test in the car because that's where it needs to be. So it's gonna be there. I already took a picture of it too, just in case. But yeah, I need to jump in the shower. She finally settled down while I write. I should be done soon though, hopefully. Okay, I am heading to bed, so I will pick this up tomorrow at 6:30 when I'm awake for set. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.